Hello students, welcome to the session Monophasic Liquid Dosage Form Part 2. Formulation of mixtures. For the formulation of mixtures, vehicles and adjuvants plays an important role. First, vehicles. There are two important vehicles, water and aromatic water. Purified water should be used for the preparation of mixtures. The mixture should never be prepared with a potable water because it contains volatile and non-volatile impurities which may produce undesirable changes in the medicine dissolved in it. Sometimes freshly boiled and cooled purified water is used as a vehicle which is free from vegetative bacteria. Second, aromatic water. These are saturated solution of volatile oil or volatile substances in purified water. Aromatic water is mainly used for its flavoring properties. Some of the aromatic waters are also having carminative and preservative action. So, aromatic water is used as a vehicle to improve palatability, flavor and preservation of mixtures. Example is camphor water, peppermint water. As you know students, because you have already prepared these aromatic waters in your first year Pharmaceutics 1 practicals. Again, we have a medicated vehicle also. Medicated vehicles means sometimes a vehicle with different therapeutic activities prescribed. Example is compound gelatin infusion, orange peel infusion, which have flavor also as well as they have medicated properties also. When comes to adjuvants, we have chemical stabilizers. Example glycerine, sorbitol, PG, etc. These chemical stabilizers are certain chemicals which having antioxidant or reducing properties. They are used to improve the chemical stability of the mixtures. Next is coloring agents. No special coloring agents are added, but many mixtures contain colored medicaments itself. If you want to add coloring agents, they should be very much stable and cannot hamper the therapeutic activity of the solution. Example is amaranth dye and compound tartrazine. Third is flavoring agents. The following flavoring agents, mostly tinctures, fruit juices, essences are used. Aromatic water such as anise water, syrups are used, glycerol are used as they give sweet taste also and flavor also. Liquid extracts are used as a flavoring agents. Spirit of lemon is used as a flavoring agent, etc. Preservatives. Diluted vegetable extracts and flavoring agents are the source of growth of bacteria and fungi in mixtures. So we don't want this growth of bacteria and fungi into the mixture as they hamper the therapeutic activity and hygiene of the preparation. Hence, benzoic acid, sodium benzoate, chloroform, etc. are used as a preservative. Now, how to store the mixtures and how to pack the mixtures. Mixtures are dispensed into the plain glass bottle or maybe amber glass bottle depending upon the drug content are light sensitive or not light sensitive. The mixture should be dispensed and supplied to the patient for not more than 3 days to prevent the deterioration. But nowadays they can be given for more than 1 to 2 years as they have lots of preservatives and lots of different variety of methods, and research and development has made the preparations palatable for more than 1 to 2 years. The bottle should be fitted with a suitable cork and closures which will ensure its easy removal and to prevent spilling of the mixture by the consumer. The mixture should be placed in a cool and dry place. Syrups. A syrup is a concentrated or nearly saturated solution of sucrose in purified water. The concentration of sugar in IP is prescribed as 66.7% weight by weight. Now here, students, weight by weight means you have to weigh 66.7 gram of a sugar on weight basis and add it to the percent. Percent means 100 gram of water. That's why 66.7 gram of sugar or sucrose in 100 gram of water, it gives 66.7% weight by weight. As per BP, the concentration is 85% weight by volume, means 85 gram of sugar and 100 ml of water, which is necessary for stability. Syrup is divided into three categories: simple syrup, medicated syrup and flavored syrup. Simple syrup means when water is only used as a vehicle and a sucrose is present, it is called as simple syrup. Medicated syrup, when the aqueous preparations contain some of the added medicine substances, then it is called as medicated syrup. Then flavored syrup. These syrups contains aromatic or pleasantly flavored substances and it intended to be used as a vehicle or a flavor for prescription. Advantages of syrup. There are main advantages that syrup retards oxidation because it is partly hydrolyzed into reducing sugar such as levulose and dextrose. This reaction can show you that how the sucrose undergo decomposition in presence of heat and acid and form a invert sugar, dextrose and levulose. Invert sugar is mostly readily fermentable than sucrose, tend to darken in color, retard the oxidation of the another substances, and the levulose formed during the inversion is sweeter than the sucrose. Therefore, the resulting syrup is sweeter than the original syrup. The second advantage is the syrup prevents decomposition of many vegetable substances. Syrups have high osmotic pressure which prevents growth of bacteria, fungi and molds, which are the chief causes of decomposition in the solution of vegetable matter. As the concentration of syrup contains 65% of sucrose and the less percent of water, because in 100 gram 65 gram is sucrose and then remaining is water. So for the growth of the fungi, bacteria, algae, the water is more important. Here in this syrup the water content is very less, therefore there is a very high osmotic pressure. The bacterial cell water can come out from the cell wall. Bacteria undergo dehydration and they automatically dies. That's why it is also called as syrup act as a self-preservative also. The third is they are sweet and palatable. Palatable means the patient like to have the medicines which are sweet in the taste. Due to sweetness of sugar, it is a valuable vehicle for the administration of nauseating and bitter substances. Method of preparation of syrup. First method is solution with heat. Now here simply I will like to tell you that if you want to take a beaker, add the sugar and water into the beaker, then just heat the solution with continuous stirring and you can get the syrup. This is called as solution with heat. After the preparation, if you see any particulate matter present into the solution, then you can filter the syrup and pack into the bottle. Important thing is what? Excessive heating in the preparation of the syrup must be avoided to prevent inversion of sucrose. Syrups cannot be sterilized by autoclaving without caramelization. That's why they are not mostly sterilized by autoclave, because they can gain yellow color. And the specific gravity of syrup is important because the adulterated syrup and the original syrup can be differentiated in this point, because the original syrup has a specific gravity about 1.313, which means that each 100 ml of syrup weighs 1313 gram. This is the main identification of the original syrup. Next method is agitation without heat. Simply here also I will tell you, you have to take one beaker, take the required quantity weighed sucrose, then add required quantity weighed vehicle as a water, and then mix it thoroughly with a glass rod with continuous stirring. You should not heat this solution because this is without heat. After mixing or dissolving all the sugar into the water, then we have to filter it if you have seen any particulate matter present. The stoppering of the bottle is important, means you have to close the bottle very well as it prevents contamination and loss during the process. Third is addition of a medicating liquid to the syrup. When there is fluid extracts and tinctures or other liquids are added into the syrup to medicate it, this method is used. Syrups made in this way are usually developed precipitates, since the resinous and oily substance dissolved in the alcohol precipitate when they mix with the syrup, as syrup contains water also. The modification of the process can be done that mixing the fluid extract or a tincture with the water, allowing the mixture to stand, then filter it and then dissolve into the sucrose in the filtrate. This procedure is not permissible when the precipitate ingredients are valuable medicine agents. It means that we know that the tinctures can precipitate in water and we are going to filter it. If the tincture precipitate is important for us, so we should not filter it. That is written in this red color mark. Whenever the precipitate you need, then means you should not filter the solution. The fourth method is percolation. In this procedure, purified water or aqueous solution is permitted to pass slowly through the bed of a crystalline sucrose, thus dissolving it and forming a syrup. If necessary, the portion of a liquid is repassed through the percolator to dissolve remaining sucrose. This method is used to prepare the syrup USP. Students, you know this apparatus as in first year of Pharmaceutics 1 practical, we have prepared extracts and syrup in this way only. This is called as percolator. In the percolator you have to keep the sucrose and it is called as a sucrose bed, and then you have to pour the water from the top of the percolator, and after some time you have to open the cork to get the syrup downward. Preservation of syrup. The USP suggests that syrup should not be kept at a temperature above 25 degrees Celsius. Preservatives such as glycerine, methyl paraben, benzoic acid, etc. may be added to prevent bacterial and mold growth, particularly when the concentration of sucrose is less in the syrup. We have just seen in few slides back that syrup is act as a self-preservative. But this sentence or a statement is true only for the true syrup, which has a 66.7% or 85% of sucrose. But in that syrup, if you are going to add any kind of the medicated drug or any flavoring agent or any other substances, then we have to add the preservatives to avoid the bacterial growth into the syrup. The concentration of preservative is proportional to the free water, because the free water will be the culprit to form the growth of the bacteria. The official syrup should be preserved in well-dried bottle and stored in cool and dry, dark place. Important point is preservation of syrup means storage should not be kept above 25 degrees Celsius, or syrup can be stored below 25 degrees Celsius. We will stop for the today's session, and in the next session we will start with the elixirs from monophasic liquid dosage form. Thank you.